he's still doing it the same way.
Same way.
And it's more impressive to you that he's still jumping like that, but it's not impressive to you that a sharpshooter is still sharpshooting.
No, it's impressive. But as far as the thing you say, he don't have a tool, like he don't have a bag. You know, everybody's saying that. But he's using that non-bag better than
the hammer.
Than the person who had a bag. He's using his non-bag longer and more efficient.
The hammer.
Yeah.
How long have you used your hammer? I got a hammer right there. I done had it since Virginia. It's still over there. That hammer still work. And I got it from AutoZone. It ain't with a good hammer.
Look,
I mean, a hammer work. I'm just hammering some nails. I'm just running full speed to the rim.
But if it's effective, you can't, like Ray Allen was saying, if it's effective, why would I need to change? If I can go past you right every single time and you can't stop me going right, why would I go left?
Because the near fact that at some point someone's going to stop you from going right, you're going to meet your match. So you need to be prepared for it. Like you can't wait to San Antonio expose your weakness to try to work on it the next summer. You done already lost the championship, right? So what a superstar would really be doing, a player like Kobe or Jordan, is they will be identifying their weaknesses themselves before other people do, and they will be working on it and getting it sharp before it gets exposed.
True. But again, who has stopped him? Who has stopped him?
San Antonio and Dallas.
Okay.
And Golden State and Orlando.
Well, we
the White
Golden State both ways.
The White and Orlando.
You know what he did to Golden
Boston Celtics, Detroit Pistons.
You can
Minnesota this year. A lot of people don't stop that man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he ain't just like this female just walking around here that nobody can get at. The nigga getting cracked.
Nah, he ain't.
The nigga getting cracked. People getting at him.
LeBron baby.
This nigga walking around here uncovered. We kind of alluded to this a little bit.
Yeah,
we was talking about LeBron's bag.
We directed straight to that.
Or lack thereof.
He got a bag.
What's in it though?
Stuff that nobody can stop. If it's a downhill, straight downhill layup, dunk, you can't stop it. Why would I stop? Shaq said, if I can get the dunk 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna take the dunk 10. Why not?
Well, you ain't gotta practice basketball then. Like,
yeah, you do.
So basically, all that gym work Jordan was doing, Shaq was just eating.
When you most dominant, you compare. You said this a lot of times too to me. LeBron and Shaq are the most dominant, physically imposing. So you put them against somebody else. Why not use what God gave you? Okay,
so if we're talking about a tool bag,
yeah,
right. It's a lot of different ways to do a job, right? You might need a screwdriver. You might need a tape measure. You might need a lever. You might need a hammer.
Yeah.
So you telling me all Shaq and LeBron got is the hammer? It's even if I want to screw a screw in, I ain't got no screwdriver. I'm just gonna hammer it.
We'll do it work.
I'm gonna hammer it in there.
Do it work.
I mean, you might get it to go through, but
you gonna get it to go through.
You might get it to go through, but sometimes you need finesse.
Finesse is for the appealing of the eye. Like people that like finesse, they like, kind of like an orchestra. That's finessing. When you dominant and efficient, when you look at numbers and efficiency, the kid out of Akron, man.
I don't know about that, man. Well, some say I'm dripping with finesse, but let's hear what Ray Allen said about the bag.
All right.
Noticed this on social media where there was a discussion about LeBron doesn't have the bag. Now, I didn't realize what they were saying, so I asked Marvin. He interpreted that since he's younger, and he says that means that he doesn't have go-to moves. I thought it was money was the bag, and he goes, no, it can mean a lot of things. So
yeah.
LeBron doesn't have the bag. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think over the course of a player's career, you kind of consistently see what they can do on a regular basis, and they do that. You pay to see them play. You go watch them play, and they do that move that they do consistently, and nobody could stop it. There's so many players over the history, and just kind of when you look at the NBA today, we've lost a lot of skill from that standpoint, because even when I came into the league, we had mid-range players, we had great pick and roll players, we had great post-up players. And so now it's kind of like you're looking at a league of guys that, you're shooting. It's a lot of one-on-one stuff. You're shooting a lot of threes. And ironically, between OKC and Indiana, they're probably two of the few teams in the NBA that are shooting mid-ranges. And that's evident in how they got here today to be in these finals, because they're not relying on analytics to only shoot threes. They're making sure they get into the paint. So when they have those scoring droughts, Halliburton drives. Like in the Game 7 against New York, or Game 6, I think it was, Halliburton just pick and rolls, got into the paint, and he scored. And so ultimately, when you talk about a guy having a bag, it's having that pet move where they can get to it and nobody can stop it. And LeBron has always been an unstoppable, undeniable force, where if you put a bigger guy on him, he can't keep up with him because he doesn't have the footwork. And you put a smaller guy on him, he doesn't have the size. So LeBron's never really had to have a pet move because he can just go downhill and score over everybody.
Yeah, but
so basically what he's saying is no, LeBron don't got a bag. However,
he didn't say that.
He don't need it. You don't think so? They don't think that's what he's saying?
No, he didn't say that at all.
You don't think that? You don't think he basically just said he don't have a bag?
He said what I said.
Which
he
is
said,
what?
If you don't need a bag, he don't have to. If say he don't have a bag, let's just everybody in the chat, everybody in America, he don't have a chat. I mean, he don't have a bag.
He got a bag. It just ain't nothing in it. But go ahead.
Yeah,
ain't nothing in it except a hammer.
But
he got a hammer. They're doing all his jobs with a hammer. But go ahead.
It's an Army Swiss hammer then, because all the stuff he accomplished with that just one hammer.
Boop. That's it. Yeah. Hammer.
But I mean, look at the results.
Hammer time.
The results he yield.
Hammer.
That's what Ray Allen was saying. He was saying if he's doing all this without a bag, why stop? If I can go downhill every time off a pick and dunk or score or get a pass, why would I stop doing it?
Because you don't need nothing in your bag because the hammer is working. If I can screw a screw in with a hammer, why get a screwdriver?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's basically so if I don't need footwork to just run full speed at the rim, why practice footwork? I can just run, which is why the offense of 4-man out or 5-man out, high screen and roll, head full of steam, head start running. It's almost like track. He might as well get in the blocks.
March can say go.
And then somebody, pow,
March
he just take over high screen and roll and run to the rim, full speed jump. It's really track and field. Is take off out of the blocks, and then once you get to the rim, is a high jump or a long jump.
Yeah.
Or get the ball up to a player who got skill that they can shoot it in. I get the assist.
TJ said the most profound thing.
Where's TJ at?
If you can't stop me watching, that is the TJ. You got to be brilliant.
Yeah, look, and I'm fine with that train of thought. But the question is, does he have a bag? And I think that before you say if you can't stop me, I think the answer should be no. He doesn't have a bag. But he don't need one. I think everybody is okay to say that. It's okay for LeBron to say, yeah, I don't got no bop in my game, but I don't need no bop. Shaq admitted, he said, look, boom, boom, pow. That's all I'm giving you. I don't need no bop.
True. It's true. I agree with that.
Yeah, so I mean, why he just can't say that?
But he do have a bag though. So like,
it's only got a hammer in it though.
No, it's just because you saying it don't mean it's true.
But, okay. What are the finesse tools? Screwdrivers, that's finesse. You're not brute forcing. You know what I mean? You can
wrench,
little finesse because especially the sockets and the wrench is doing the work for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You not a lot of elbow grease, not a lot of power to it. You know what I mean? Just scissors, finesse. You cut. Precise.
Can you
precision?
Can you equate those finesse skills that you're talking about that he don't have? Can you tell me what those are so I can see if he has
footwork, mid range, scoring in the phone booth, post, scoring with. You ever heard like a carpenter say measure twice, cut once? Yeah. That means you don't have to waste a lot to get the job done. So scoring in a phone booth with
like Melo,
a lack of space, a lack of time, a lack of dribbles.
Yeah.
That's called measure. But when you need the entire floor spread for you to get your shots off in your offense, that's not precise. That's not precision.
But how many players that phone booth player that you just described, how many players are like that? In history.
In history?
Yeah.
Kobe, Michael, Carmelo, KD, Kyrie,
it's getting thin now.
Bird,
It's getting thin.
Bird, Paige Bucher.
You said Bird?
Larry Bird. Not our friend Bird.
No, that's what I know. Yeah, I mean it sounds just
phone
absurd.
Booth. Phone booth.
Okay. So that was 7 in the history of the game.
Yeah, that's off the top of my head though.
Yeah, but those players will stand out because that's a acquired finesse skill, as you say. The fact that LeBron don't possess that particular skill, and his is more dominance and speed and power. If I'm genetically better and bigger and faster, why would I play this finesse game with you when I'm actually taking away my Superman powers to just play like you do? Like
it's cavemanish though.
But why would I? We X-Men. I'm the Hulk, and you.
It's the difference between me taking a crap and I got a bidet that washes me off, and then I wipe really well, and then a bear just wiping his butt with a rabbit. You know what I mean?
What? A bear, yeah. I don't think it was a good one, man. That was a good one. A bear. I see what you're saying, though.
That's what it is. It's just let me just run to the rim.
Nah, it's the same.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, a bear ain't he not getting that thing precision.
I guarantee that bear butt gonna be cleaner than.
Nah. I don't even think he really care like that. It's just, you know what I mean.
Hey man, hey, you gonna try to find any way to do Brown like this, but with bag or no bag, he's the pinnacle to shoot for points scored in the NBA right now. Right now, we can talk about right now. So right now, he's still active at 40, still high, playing at a super high caliber. You can't when your famed Jordan, and I love Jordan too. He from our place. But at 40, Jordan didn't look like this.
Why not?
I mean,
he looked damn good to me.
He looked like. Did he look like LeBron though? I mean, his 40 looked like LeBron 40. Okay.
No, his 40 didn't look like LeBron's 40 as far as jumping high, and Michael Jordan. Even when he won his last championship against Utah, he didn't dunk as much, and when he did dunk, he would act like his knees was hurting. Right.
Yeah.
So but being 40 and then your knees actually acting like they're 40-year-old knees that have jumped in the league for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
There's no knock on you looking 40 when you're 40. I mean, he didn't look 40. He looked daggone better than, not like an average 40-year-old in the NBA or in the world. He didn't, he would look better than that.
Hold on. We talking about the same when he went to the Wizards?
Yeah.
He looked about 60. His game looked 60. He didn't look 40 at all, man.
That's a daggone lie.
He looked about 60.
That's a daggone lie, man. You out there, bro. Tell the truth and shame the devil, man. Like, the devil is proud right now that you just did that. That's a lie.
I am being like, he had some great moments because the world, the same way they say they try to push the LeBron narrative, they pushed the Jordan narrative. They wanted Jordan to succeed. Everybody says when Jordan was clicking on all cylinders, you heard what Isaiah Thomas said. Hey, when Jordan did that, he helped us get paid. Like, he was marketable. So we want to ride this horse as long as we can. Even when you look, you 40 and look 65.
So you trying to make it seem like he was like Larry Holmes out there.
Glad being sick.
Yeah, but that's a daggone like you out there. Hey,
glad being sick,
bro. I hope, man. I'm glad it's not Thunder and Lightning right now.
Not compared to it was still a successful.
He made All-Star, bro.
Yeah,
right.
You don't think that was it? Was it an amnesty All-Star? As he was going out the door.
I mean, out of 12 people on each team.
Yeah.
Do you think he was outside of the top 24 players in the league?
Yes, I do.
That's interesting. I don't think so.
20 points a game.
I don't think so.
That's still
20 points a game. Yeah, ain't no wrong with 20 points a game.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's solid. Very solid.
Man, for someone that was sitting at a front office with a tie and dress shoes on for 2.5 years and just said, I don't like the way y'all hustling. I'm gonna come out here and show y'all how to hustle. Right. He looked daggone good. I mean, he was a sharpshooter. He was a jump shooter. And then he came out there and did that. He jump shot. He like LeBron's claim to fame was his speed, leaping ability, and athleticism his entire career. Michael Jordan transitioned from speed, leaping ability, athleticism to a precise phone booth score with less than 3 dribbles per attempt, less than 3 seconds per shot, right? Yeah. And without the ball in his hand majority of the time. You know what I mean? So that's how he got his points, catch and shoots. True. 2 dribble pull-ups, post-ups, fadeaways. That's how he got his buckets. Mm-hmm. So from that standpoint, he looked good. But in your mind, you're thinking he's not running and jumping like he did in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And LeBron looks like he's still running and jumping like he did, you know, at least the last 5 to 6 years, he's still doing it the same way. And it's more impressive to you that he's still jumping like that, but it's not impressive to you that a sharpshooter is still sharpshooting.
No, it's impressive. But as far as the thing you say, he don't have a tool, like he don't have a bag. You know, everybody's saying that. But he's using that non-bag better than
the hammer,
than the person who had a bag. He's using his non-bag longer and more efficient.
The hammer.
Yeah.
How long have you used your hammer? I got a hammer right there. I've had it since Virginia. It's still over there. That hammer still works. And I got it from AutoZone. That ain't even a good hammer.
Look,
you know what I mean? A hammer work. I'm just hammering some nails. I'm just running full speed to the rim.
But if it's effective, you can't, like Ray Allen was saying, if it's effective, why would I need to change it? If I can go past you right every single time and you can't stop me going right, why would I go left?
Because the near fact that at some point someone's going to stop you from going right, you're going to meet your match. So you need to be prepared for it. Like you can't wait to San Antonio expose your weakness to try to work on it the next summer. You done already lost the championship, right? So what a superstar would really be doing, a player like Kobe or Jordan, is they will be identifying their weaknesses themselves before other people do, and they will be working on it and getting that sharp before it gets exposed.
True. But again, who has stopped him? Who has stopped him?
San Antonio and Dallas.
Okay.
And Golden State and Orlando.
Well, we can use Golden State both ways.
Dwight and Orlando.
You know what he did to go.
Boston Celtics, Detroit Pistons.
You can
Minnesota this year. A lot of people don't stop that man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he ain't just like this female just walking around here that nobody can get at. The nigga getting cracked.
Nah, he ain't.
The nigga getting cracked. People getting at him.
LeBron baby.
Nigga walking around here uncovered.
Oh man.
Nigga getting cracked, man. Let's listen to some more Ray Allen, man.
You know, the casual fan doesn't appreciate that, Ray. They don't see what you see. They want to see, like, oh my God, there's a sky hook or Iverson breaking ankles. You know, LeBron with physicality. You know, nobody's going to go, wow, look at that. And, you know, Jordan had the aesthetics. I mean, he had, you know, whether it was the fadeaway, going to the hoop, all of those things. It just feels like because LeBron his game doesn't look pretty, you know, therefore he doesn't have a bag.
Well, I mean, also it's statistic driven. The league is, because the guys are scoring more. So being able to get to the free throw line, being able to score in transition and take the first shot available, you know, you really don't have to, because I think even with Giannis, the year before they won the NBA championship in Milwaukee, you can see that he was trying to play a certain way where he had to have the ball in his hands. He was trying to make a move and he didn't have it. He didn't have that skill set. and it hurt Milwaukee's offense. And then the following year, when he started kind of moving the ball, got the ball to Drew. Drew was their one of their go-tos, and then Middleton was a guy who down the stretch would score a lot for him. And so Giannis stayed in his lane where he got scored in transition. You know, if he got a wide open shot, he took it, but he didn't overassess his abilities. And I think a lot of times that's what it boils down to, is just understanding who you are, just sticking there. And you have to rely on your team. So with LeBron, you know, that's just the pop culture way of saying that he doesn't have a go-to move that people can rely on seeing from him every night. But he's still, as much as he's in the game, he's still going to score 25 plus points a night just because he has pure dominance.
So he said he don't have a go-to move that people can really look at and rely on. And I think it's some truth to that. Like you think about Dirk's fadeaway go-to move. You think about Tim Duncan's bank shot out of the post and pretty much his entire post go-to move. You think about Michael Jordan's fadeaway or his pull-up jump shot. You think about Kobe's post fadeaway and his pull-up jump shot. Like all of these are go-to moves that they could go to that. You know, Kareem, sky hook, all of that stuff, man. Like this is stuff that you're adding to your bag, getting better and getting better. Okay, I come back this season, I got something new for you. What Ray Allen is saying is that he think when people say he don't have a bag, it's because they're not visually seeing him say that it don't matter what time of the game it is. If I need a bucket, I could always do this thing. And it seemed like his move is running full speed at the rim, and that's pretty much it. Is there anything else that we could say that that's his go-to move?
He has far more than that. He I don't think, like, it's not classified as a bag thing. It's classified he gonna get whatever done. Like passing is a skill. Assisting is a skill. So if
game with an assist,
that's a skill.
So we just go with this. Hey man, time out. Draw up the game with an assist.
No,
they don't do that. Everybody get out of Jordan's way. Give Jordan the ball. He's about to take the shot. Nobody's saying draw the game winning. No.
Was it a skill when Jordan drew the double and triple and kicked the Paxson, kicked the Kerr?
It was a skill. It was a skill that Kerr and Paxson hit the shot.
So passing not a skill.
Passing is a skill.
Yeah. So the thing that people try to diminish most, saying he's a passive player, he has
a go-to move though. If passing it, if the sky hook is Kareem's go-to move and passing it is LeBron's, that's hilarious.
What's Kawhi's go-to move?
The pull-up jump shot.
That's his go-to move
in the mid-range. Yeah, getting to just like his SGA's go-to, getting to that mid-range, getting to those spots, the elbows or anywhere baseline mid-range, they got it.
But LeBron do the same thing.
That is not his go-to. He can do it. That's not his go-to. He don't trust it enough for it to be his go-to.
So since it hasn't been dubbed his go-to yet, it can be used against him. That's what's happening. Like, just because I don't do it and say, hey, this is what I'm known for. Like DeMar DeRozan, that's mid-range king. He's known for that.
Yeah.
Just because he ain't had nothing dubbed to him because he do everything. That I don't.
You gotta talk to Ray Allen on that. Ray Allen said he ain't got no go-to.
But he summed it up at the end. Like, why use it? If I can get down here and dunk it, what I need a bag for?
So his go-to is track and speed or track and field.
That's fine.
So his go-to is the same thing as Usain Bolt's.
I love it. I love it.
Boom.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
John Madden style.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I love it too, man. I love that for LeBron, man. Running full speed on the basketball court is your go-to move.
I mean, it's part of the game. Running, jumping.
Running, jumping. It's part of track and field mostly, though.
Yeah, but when you 6'9", 270,
what two whatever. Just throw whatever number out there.
Machine.
Yeah, it could be 220 one day. Next day it's 290. Whatever you want it to be.
He in that ballpark.
He in that ballpark. Yeah. And all the ballparks. And ballpark Franks, like all of that.
Nah.
No.
What?
Paul.
Ballpark Frank. They like the chat up.
There is like the chat. How many likes we got on there, man? Because we got 232 in the chat. We should have at least 215 likes. How many likes we got?
26. Four likes.
Nah, ain't no way. You got to refresh that. Ain't no way we got 4 likes. Let me check. Yeah, you might have to exit and come back in. How many likes you see?
Still saying 4.
If I can't get 200 likes, well, I don't even think we even go get to that third topic. We'll try again tomorrow. Cause they be cheating me on the likes, man. I'm like, dang, man, I'll be losing sleep. I got work in the morning. And I be trying to get them content, man, and they can't even just hit the like button for me. It be hurt my feelings a little bit.
227.
We got 227 likes. Yeah. No, that's how
people that's on.
Yeah. We got 112 likes right now. Come on, y'all. Let's get to 200 likes, man. Let's get to 200. I got 116. What you got?
Let's say 116.
Yeah, 116. Come on, y'all, man. Let's get to 200, man. Why y'all do me like this every single night, y'all? Dang, man.
Easy. Hit that up.
Yeah, real easy, man. I done delivered y'all a Bron night on the silver platter, man, so y'all can call in and toast them.
And they be going in over this.
Yeah, and they can't even give me the likes, man. I done delivered this on the silver platter, man, all the way from the East Coast.
Yes.
Dang, man, 122. Come on, let's get to 200, y'all. It's 230 in here, man. It can't be more than 30 haters in here.